Shalom y'all. Today I want to show you how to make a very simple weave pattern with some wood veneer. A little hack I just figured out while we were building this entertainment console. So if this interests you, stay tuned. Alright y'all, so welcome to the video where I'm going to show you a little hackish, I guess we figured out, for the floating wall unit we're building. We wanted doors on the front. We wanted a kind of a unique pattern. We looked at a couple different things and they were super expensive to buy the material for. So what we came up with is this is going to be the finished door. Now we still have to stain this. I haven't done that yet. So it's just a natural stain. So it's going to look like this. And it will go on this floating entertainment center. So hang with me and I'm going to show you. It's a pretty simple project. So this is the door that has not been finished. I've already got pieces cut. What you would need to buy, depending on your project, is some red oak banding. It's just a wood veneer product. As you can see, it's pretty thin, but yet it has very nice grain detail. And once we stain it, it's going to look beautiful. So let me show you the very simple process. Weaving is pretty simple. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is determine your spacing and try to cut out your lengths you need. Let me show you this. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. So as you can see, that roughly goes to the edge there. But then when you get the other end, you want to make sure you have, but you want to enough that you can grab onto. So then once you have all those determined, what you will do is you will start with your spacing, determine where your first one is, and go ahead and lay out all your, I like to do the side that has the least. So my verticals have 8 per section, while my horizontal has 17. So I want to do the least number, go ahead and secure all them first, and then do the weaving with the other ones, because obviously the other ones that give me a little bit more play. So let me do the first couple rows and then I'll show you. All right, yeah, so I got the first one attached on the other end. You see it up there. So then when you go to attach this end, your design may be a little different. I have a little countersunk lip right here, but what you want to do, that's why we leave a little extra. You're going to pull it very snug, okay? Then take your staple gun, push down, and fire. Right? And let's go hold it pretty taut. I'll move that out the way. That's my spacer. Then I'm going to go right into the edge. And as you'll see, this already kind of does away with itself. So that's done. And you may have to, as you see, I have my son's hammer here, but you may need to tap that down. So that's our first one. Now I got 7 more to do. And once I get those done, I'll come back and give you an update. All right, y'all. So like I told you, I have 8 verticals on mine, so they're all up. When you do yours, if you see a little twist in it, don't worry, because as you weave, it will straighten them out. Got them pretty snug. You're not going to get every one of them snug, just the thing. So then what you're going to do next is start with your horizontals, right? Obvious weaving is one below, one above. And then you just, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. All right. Then once you get the first one in, and that is where you're going to try to slide it into position with your spacing going horizontal And then just like we did with the other ones, we'll tack this end, pull tight at this end, and then tack this side once we have our spacing correct. So let me knock a few of these out because I want to give you a tip along the way. All right, y'all, so I'm going to show you a little part I do to make the weaving a little easier on me. May work for you, may not. It all depends on your project. But here we go. All right, so what I do is these are the 5 I already had attached. You can see they are already stapled down, right? So then I know I have a total of 17, so I flip my work around, and then I start loading them, because obviously if it's 17, your last one's going to be the same pattern as your first one. Now just get them all loaded in. As you see, none of these are tacked down yet, right? Because then I can go back and slide them to adjust. But if you work all the way to the end, stapling, you're gonna have a hard time getting these last couple in. So what I do is, as I slide them in, bring them down as far as I can this way, and then each next one I put in the gap, and somewhere in the center. It's always the easiest because you have the most play in it. And then I can go back, flip this back around and slide them into place, make sure my spacing's right, tack them down. All right, I'll show you when that's done. All right, y'all, so the first side is pretty much done. Let me show you where we got. So as you can see, they're all spaced, they're all stable. The only thing left is to go back and trim this. I have a certain way I do mine, because that way when I do this one, it'll overlap this one. But basically all you're gonna do is take your razor blade and just come down, and you don't even have to press hard, you just score it, and then they'll fold and break off. And then you're ready to start the next one. And let me show you the other side. There you go. And then you can have your choice of staying or leaving it the way it is. It is a red oak, so it is pretty as it is. Then this, some people may be asking, because it is the banding strip. So this does have a glue on it, because this is inside your cabinet or your door or whatever. So it's not a huge issue. But I actually like it because I'll show you when we do it, but I'll tell you is we can run the iron over the front side, and it helps seal all these pieces together. So over time, you don't have to worry about them possibly slipping and sliding and whatever. So I'm about to trim these, and then I'm going to start on this side, and I'll show you when all that's done. All right, y'all, so here is the finished door. This one, I must say, turned out better than my first one. I had a little issue, but it gives a very nice effect. You got the weaving, and depending on the size of your project, it comes out a lot cheaper than buying the other stuff that kind of gives you that similar effect. So just make sure you go out and buy the real wood veneer edging. Like I said, I'm going to iron this to allow it to stick together, and then I'm going to stain it with a natural stain. Then we're going to put the doors on. So until next time, shalom, y'all.